Welcome, I am Obi Chukwemeka Oti. Here are the developing stories. Ondo State Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa has declared a dusk to dawn curfew in Owo from 7 p.m. to 6 a.m. due to violent cold clashes that have resulted in multiple fatalities. A statement by the Chief Press Secretary to the Governor Ebenezer Adene directs residents to remain indoors during this period, with exception for essential services. The governor, according to the statement, has also instructed security agencies to strictly enforce the curfew, protect lives and property, and apprehend those responsible for the violence to restore peace in the community. The Ondo State Independent Electoral Commission, ODEC, is preparing to train qualified ad hoc staff for the upcoming local government elections scheduled for January 18, 2025. This training will commence today, January. Applicants for positions such as returning officers and electoral officers will undergo training first, followed by ward returning officers on January 8 and presiding officers along with other support staff on January 9. The list of successful candidates for these roles have been posted at ODEC headquarters and local government areas. As the election date approaches, stakeholders are urged to prepare adequately and comply with electoral guidelines to facilitate a successful local government election across the state's 18 local government areas. Now, persistent traffic gridlock around the Ojoba market in Akure, Ondo State has been linked to negligence from authorities responsible for managing public spaces. Traders have encroached on walkways and designated taxi routes, particularly during peak evening hours, exacerbating the congestion. Osrc's visits to the market revealed that the situation has deteriorated, with many traders setting up stalls in areas meant for pedestrian and vehicular movement. This encroachment not only disrupts traffic flow, but also poses safety risk for both shoppers and drivers navigating the busy market area. Osrc's Omoniola Ugunji reports.
Severe congestion has plagued the Ojoba market in Akure, raising concerns among local residents. The market's walkways intended for pedestrian use have been overtaken by traders, forcing pedestrians to navigate through cramped spaces and often leaving them stranded. Additionally, designated taxi routes have been converted to makeshift stores for selling various goods, including vegetables and clothing. This encroachment has further exacerbated the traffic situation, making it difficult for vehicles and motorbikes to pass through. Residents and road users are increasingly frustrated with the worsening conditions, describing the situation as unmanageable.
Àwọn ló ń kọ̀ sí ibi tí jẹ́ àpò láì pé bẹ̀rẹ̀ free sí báyìí wọ́n á rí àwọn tó ẹgbẹ́ fẹ́ irú tẹ́sí tó dúró lọ́kàn sí báyìí ìbẹ̀lẹ̀ ẹ̀kọ́ gbà kó ti gbèrú ẹ̀wọ̀n tó dúró sí bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí báyìí.
Many have called on authorities to take immediate action to restore order and ensure safe passage for both pedestrians and vehicles.
Traders have encroached further into what the government designated as drop-off points. So I see traders now selling their wares on the road. Then number two, secondly, the drivers also who just park their vehicle briefly to drop passengers, and for some of those who have come to the market looking for a place to park. I know government has a designated area for vehicles to park. So that's what I think. So what I think government can do is to see how they can encourage these people, because people who have money have shops. But for these ones who are on the road, they don't have money to buy to get shops. So if government has a way of encouraging them so that they can give them shops, at the end of the day, it's possible to not drive them away completely from the road.
What we did there is coming from our government. Now government now cause all this problem. because if they do their own work rightly, perfectly, so people cannot come here from inside of the market to come on the road to come and put the thing that they said on the road. If our government work well, so I think all this go slow, it will be solved. All this problem will be solved.
As at the time of filing this report, efforts to get a reaction from government authorities proved abortive. There is a growing hope, however, that the government will investigate the root causes of this congestion and implement effective solutions to alleviate the ongoing problem at Ojaoba Market. Omoriola Hungbiji, OSRC News.
The House of Representatives will begin the 2025 budget defense session with ministries, departments, and agencies of government today. The chairman, Minister of State for Petroleum Resources, Oil, Senator Henneke Lokbobere has listed some of the achievements of the Bola Tinubu administration in the oil sector, stressing that under the current government, crude output had been raised from 1 million barrels per day to 1.8 million barrels per day, including condensate. According to him, Nigeria has achieved OPEC quota for the first time in 4 years, producing 1.51 million barrels per day in December 2024. A survey by Bloomberg showed that after over 4 years of consistently failing to achieve the quota allocated to it by the Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries, OPEC, Nigeria cycle. Nigeria had blamed its inability to meet the quota on massive oil theft in the Niger Delta, outright sabotage, as well as deteriorating infrastructure. The survey results became public as the official OPEC production data, as well as those of the upstream regulator in Nigeria, the Nigerian Upstream Petroleum Regulatory Commission, were still being awaited. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, has dismissed 27 officers from its work staff member. Now, outside Nigeria, Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau has announced his intention to step down as leader of the Liberal Party, Canada's party. During a news conference in Ottawa, Canada's capital, Mr. Trudeau announced his resignation before the general election, stating that the country deserves a